Hey guys, today we're going to be doing a review of the option robot trading platform or robot. And what we want to do here is I'm going to leave a link in the description how you sign up for free and get a demo account with the option robot.com. But I'm going to be doing on it, and I'm also going to be showing you how to use it. Use a technique in conjunction with our trade binary options without your own money video, so that you're able to take advantage of this software and get your trading signals or calls so you know what to trade. So first, what you want to do is a very easy registration. Just needs your name and email, and it can be a made-up name. It doesn't have to be your actual real name. And you just go into demo mode, and you're going to come to this screen that you're looking at right now. And if you go to your left hand side of your screen here, we want to go down to settings, and when you hit settings, you're going to see it takes you here to basically this page here where you can select what currencies you want to trade, how long you want to trade them, and what technique you want to use, whether it's the classic, martingale, or Fibonacci. But in this case, we're going to select martingale here, which is already selected. And if you look up here at the expiration time, we're going to select 2 minutes. And if you come over here to the trading amount, I'm just going to leave it at $10. And where it says the maximum amount of simultaneous trades, I'm going to select 1, because we only want 1 trade happening at one time, in order that we are able to use our martingale strategy that we're using in conjunction with our other trading system. And as well as that, I'm going to talk about the software and how it works, and if it works. So it will be a review as well, and how we need to use it, and or if it's even worth using, and what we need to look out for. So after I've selected that, I'm going to go back to the overview. And then you see here where it says push auto trade to start. I have a demo amount of $1,000. So as I hit the button, trading has begun. And you can see in the corner, it's selected the euro, and it's set for 2 minutes. And it's going to run, and I'm just going to let it run. And we're going to see if we're going to win the trade, and I'm going to make comparisons on how to use this with the Marcus World platform. Now, just a few things. I'm in the demo mode, and the problem with optionrobot.com, one problem is the Marcus World platform is not compatible with this. So it won't select trades automatically for you. So in one system I use, basically as I'm running it, 1 trade at a time under 2 minutes, as I've demonstrated, you need a second computer so that you're manually calling your trades at the same time, because it's a few reasons why I think that's a good idea. Number one is the obvious reason. We can't use the optionrobot.com automatic trading system with Marcus World, and we need Marcus World for the platform to work, because we can wager a minimum bet of $1, which we can't do with any of these systems here. So that's a huge issue. So we will have to call the trades manually. Now, as I let the system run here, we're going to just see how well it does. But I have already demonstrated the optionrobot.com system and a few things. And it looks like I lost on that trade, which I did. I lost it. So now it's running the next trade, and we're going to see how we do on that. But basically, what we need to do is call the trades manually for right now. And you know, as I was saying, as I ran this software over a course of about a month or so, I found out that a few things. It does seem to work to a certain degree, but I noticed over time that my account got a slow drain. And each time I tried it, it ended up doing the same thing, which, and it kind of became this stalemate where I didn't really lose a lot of money, but I didn't make any money. And because of that, I'm going to have to say that the option bot or the option robot here, for me, it didn't get me the results. It didn't ultimately get me the results that I wanted. And part of that is because when you selected an auto trade and you walk away from the system, it's still trading continually. So if you set it to manual, or if you just shut it down and you monitor it, you know, like what we have to do in our trading system anyway, you probably would get better results. But, you know, basically what I saw was over time, it did basically slow drain the account. And I ended up not winning anything. So I don't think I would invest in this system. And I did win one trade. So this works. And as you can see, as soon as it jumps right to the next trade automatically. But if you look at my balance here, I did win on that next trade. And so that would work good with our system or our video strategy. Trade binary options, without your own money, or trade binary options for money without your own money. So this would work great with that, because it'll give you the signals free what order you need to play. So the problem again is you got to be fast a little bit, because you got to try to put your order in. So it's a bit inconvenient, but again, this system, if you use the optionrobot.com system with the brokers that it integrates with, they got a much higher minimum trade, and that throws off our entire system, because then you're going to run out of money. You're not going to be able to go up to 8 positions, or you're not going to be able to miss 8 in a row in order to lose, because you're going to be risking astronomical amounts of money by the time in a martingale strategy you get to position 8. So with ours, with being able to place trades at $1, we can get to 8 positions at only $825. With that system, that would mean we would have to lose 8 consecutive trades in a row, which, as I underlined in the last video, it just seems almost impossible for me, for that to happen. And then as you can see, I won the well, actually, they are execute the next trade, and it is the euro. But let me take you back over here to settings, and let me show you some advantages of the system, how to use it in conjunction with our system, and then make some calls on if this platform or if this bot can be useful to us in the future. Now, as you can see here under currencies, we have several different currencies highlighted. Now, you can do this. You can uncheck currencies here that you don't want to use. Like, say for instance, if you just wanted to use the euro pound, you just leave a check mark there, and it would only trade that currency. So that's actually really good, because then you'd only get signals for that. And it can be, very advantageous to you, especially if there's a certain situation going on with a particular currency, and you just want to trade in that particular currency. But the reason that we check every currency when we trade is because our wagers are so low, only $1 per trade. We need to make up with that in faster trades, and make up with that on time. So we need signals on all currencies, because what will happen if you just check, say, one currency? You would have to wait, in some cases, a long period of time in order to, get your trade executed. And because our wagers are so low, we want a system where we can just keep knocking them out, trade after trade after trade. As you can see, if we go back to the overview, it's constantly pushing trades up there. Now we got the Japanese yen, and we've won our last trade. As you can see, the balance is going up. So the system is working right now. But again, after studying this system for a while, and I said a month earlier, but it's been a lot longer than a month. It's been several months, just putting some hours into researching and seeing what it's going to do. But where this can be good, I don't know if I touched on it in the video trading binary options for money without your own money. I don't know if I touched on it, but there is a limit with the Markets World platform, and the limit is the maximum wager is $1,000. So that's a problem when we start to get into the future progression of binary options, because we have that limit, we won't be able to go past that wager. But with this platform, you will. So that's why I think this platform could be handy in the future, provided that a proper system can be figured out how to use it and how to stop that slow drain on the account. What to do about that. And if we were to go out 8 positions, with this system, I think $10 being the lowest trade, to get the 8 positions, your last trade would have to be $5,000. So you're talking about $5,000 on one trade. So you that will allow you to make a maximum trade of $5,000. Now, the brokers in this network, I doubt highly that they allow that. I think the maximum might be $2,000, and so that could prevent that from working properly. But you could reduce it down and still get out to 8 positions where you would be able to. You couldn't. So it couldn't be done unless they increase the maximum amounts you can wager. So I would have to look into that a little bit further and see if each one of these brokers has a max trade that high, because each broker is several dozen in the network. This is quite a bit. It may be 20 or 30 or so. I'm not sure if they're all different or if they're all part of the same broker. See, my issue with this type of integration is that all of these brokers that are in the network, because I haven't investigated them and don't know much about them, don't know if it could well be that they're owned by the same entity. It could be that they're all owned by the same people. So, the problem with binary options trading is you never know. A lot of these brokers are regulated, and you have to be mindful of that and careful of that. So I would proceed with caution And I do notice that Marcus World is not a part of this network. And I noticed that Marcus World doesn't have a trading robot that I'm aware of that integrates with their system. So all that is, raising a lot of flags and making me very fearful of using this system the way they have it designed for us to use it. Again, the only way I could see it really being effective and useful is if later on you've had a lot of success under our system or some similar system, and now you find that you want to wager more, you want to make more money because the dollar wagers that we're using is just not enough for you, which it won't be for some people with the amount of time that has to be invested in it. So it could become, something you might want to consider or do. Another thing with these demo trading accounts, if you've probably noticed, a lot of people say this, so I have to believe it's true to a certain extent. When you're trading in demo account mode, you're always winning. You're just winning all this money. And then when you go live or you go to real account, you notice you're not winning as much, that you're not having the same success that you had trading in demo account. So what's kind of the reason I want to try to use this demo account in conjunction with Marcus World to a degree is that if that's true, and if people do win more in demo trading mode, maybe we can integrate that and use that on the Marcus World platform, and it can work to a degree, which I've done, and I've had quite a bit of success using it with this and using it with over at investing.com site, which is shown on the other video, which I'll post in the link. But if you see right here, back to our balance, we are winning. We're up from when we started. So you can see that it is working. It is working. And these trades that are being called are winners. They're winning to the point and we're not losing as of yet. But like I said, as you let this system run on and on, it does slow drain. So it's possible that what we see here on our balance here, it can easily go back to where we started or well below, and I've had that happen on several occasions. Definitely want to understand that could happen, and it has happened to me many, many times. So it's not like the example I give where using that martingale going out 8 positions like in the other video where I've tested it time and time and time again and just haven't been able to do it. But with this, it's happened so many times, I'm convinced that you start trading with this robot, eventually it's going to slow drain your account unless you have a very good exit strategy. And so far with this, I haven't found a very good exit strategy as of yet, because I don't know when the slow drain is going to start and when I'm going to start losing trades consecutively. And if I can't go out to several positions, I'm going to end up losing. So overall, my idea about optionrobot.com, is that for right now, use it in demo mode, use it in conjunction with our other system. If you find that your account is, not being profitable the way you like, I suggest discontinuing this at least for a while. Maybe discontinue using this for about a week. Go back to investing.com, see how investing.com goes, and then maybe after you build back up or you're doing a little better with that, alternate, switch back to the optionrobot.com. And as I'm recording this screen, I can't really show you and jump over to another computer, but what I will, say is that as the trades come up, like how if you look up here, you got the Australian dollar trading, and you got the expiration time running here, which it seems to have frozen or something. Go over, let me see if I can refresh it. Okay, and I think the another thing you might have to look out for. But but again, as you can see, the Australian dollar, when the calls come up, basically you want to be putting that order. So you will need two computers. You want to be placing that order in with on a Marcus World platform simultaneously. So you basically are just using it like a signal. That's all you're doing. That's your signal. That's your call. And what you want to do, if the trade's been running, like say you're trying to place your order in at Marcus World, and the 2 minutes it has ticking down to like a minute, below a minute and a half or 90 seconds. Just wait for the next trade. Don't trade. If it falls below 90 seconds, and you'll see it up here under the expiration time, if it falls below that, just wait till it calls the next trade. Try to make sure you're catching it with when it's at about 90% or above, because then that way you can execute your trade. As we and there it is, it's moved over now. We had got a little bit of freeze in there, but as you as I mentioned earlier, what can happen is over at Marcus World, you could have a system freeze, or it may not execute the trade in time. So you want enough time for that trade to be executed, and for the market to have time to move in your direction. And again, because initially you'll be going out at least 4 positions, you have to miss 4 consecutively in a row, or miss 4 trades in a row. So that's probably can happen, but your chances are less likely of that happening. And another thing that's great about this is that it's we have all the currencies checked, so it's calling all the various currencies, so you got a great amount of diversification, and that's making it a little bit harder, or you're basically trading the market overall through that, and it's making it a lot harder for you to lose consecutively in a row. But you start off at 4 positions, and hopefully the goal is to get up to 8. But you can use our other videos to either first grow your account to about $325, or to grow your account to $825, and that's being the goal. You really want to get up to the $825 in order to really have success in this. And again, I'm going to leave all the information in the description. I would recommend, if you've come to this video before watching my video on trade binary options without for money, without your own money, if you've come here before watching that video, I would recommend watching that video first, so you're not lost. Although this is a review on the optionrobot.com trading software, it's also we're also using it in conjunction with the Marcus World trading platform. And because of that, you need to understand, how we're doing that. If you, like to know more information about how we trade without using our own money, that way, if we do lose a trade, the technique behind how we do it is by using passive income streams in order to finance our trades, and we compound it in a way, in which, it basically ends up like our trades are for free. So coming from that position, we're almost in the state of, okay, we're not really losing the money. And what's also very good about that is, some people may ask, well, if I'm getting the passive income in to a certain level, why not just keep the passive income stream? Well, you can keep the passive income stream, but just like any investment vehicle, you take money that you make and you invest it in order so you can grow more. So using this system in conjunction with the passive income stream basically is going to allow you to maximize your profit potential. So that's all I want to say really about the option robot, trading system here. That to be careful, that I don't think, it works long term. Short term it works, or if you use a system where you got to lose 8 consecutive trades in a row, like the one I just explained over at our other video, then I think it can work. But just going in and using it as is, I can tell you from experience that I've done that. And even though you see the profits up $44 in just the time I've spoken during this video, that can easily change, and has with me several dozen times. And I've actually went below the amount that of my balance. So you definitely want to be mindful of that. And if you have any questions, please feel free to place them in the comments. If you like information like this, please continue to watch our channel. Please subscribe, because we're going to be continually bringing you, information on how to trade binary options, how to trade them smart and wise, and how to trade them without risking your own capital, so to speak. So, again, take care, and happy trading.